So I know I was supposed to come on earlier, but there's a change in plans. A change in plans. So what happened was Avery's ice teacher, ice coach, she did a teacher training, and she did teacher training for bar. I don't know if you've ever heard of bar, but we used to have it at yoga. I never did the teacher training, but it's kind of like along the lines of like aerobic-y, Pilates-ish kind of yoga kind of combination. Anyway, so she did the teacher training, and she was having like a free class so that she could practice. Like you have to do so many practice classes. And she asked me if I wanted to come. So I was like, yeah, I'll come. And it was at 12 o'clock. So it was like a funny time because I had to go to Avery's school today, and I was the secret reader, you know, like she was the star of the week. So I had to go to the school at 9:30. And by the time I got home, there wasn't enough time for me to do it before the 12 o'clock class because it was far away. And then by the time I got back, it was like, whatever. Anyway, I'm here now. I'm here now. I got to tell you, the class was hard to wipe me out. I will sleep good tonight. Anyhow, first person here is Red General. Red General. You have the world at your feet, and you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could have choices and options that come in around social activity. You may have money coming in. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and an old wound is healing and moving into the past. Hi, Zara. Red, how was I perceived at rain? How was I perceived at rain? Pretty good. Somebody who was like pleasant, maybe like fun, exciting, confident, independent, successful, attractive. Pretty good. Pretty good. What's the matter? Okay, I'll watch it later. I'll watch it tomorrow.
Watch it now. Because I will not be able to find it
tomorrow. Let me see the name of it. I'll write down the name.
No, 40 popsicles.
Okay.
And you need to bake.
Okay, give it to me so I can see it.
Plus all the sound parts.
Juicy popsicle from Dexter Laboratory. Take an ordinary ice tray, take a
I know
normal
how to
ice
do
tray,
this.
and fill it with your favorite.
I know how to do this. That's just what I did with the crystal light. Isn't that what I did with the crystal light and the heart-shaped thing? That's all it is.
Yeah, but the sticks.
Yeah, well, we have to buy sticks. Red, why does R act obnoxious around me? This person's showing off. It's like they're trying to impress you. They're showing off. Like, what a dope. Why are you doing that? They may also have a little bit of anxiety around the situation, and that's why it kind of comes off obnoxious. Oh, hey, Kristen. How are ya? Red, how was I perceived in V? Genuinely a happy person. Somebody who's like pleasant, fun to be around. Somebody who's attractive. Somebody who was confident, grounded and stable, or like you know who you are. Like somebody who knows who they are, knows their value. Pretty good. I would say pretty good. Martisha, weekend messages and MW Aquarius thoughts. All right, let's do the weekend messages first. Weekend messages. Personal relationships should be functioning better. Don't be afraid to lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Success is coming in around work, school, or business. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward, and something nice could happen around the home. And now, MW, the Aquarius's thoughts of me today. Pretty good. May find you to be somebody who's hardworking and perseverant, strong, confident, kind-hearted, compassionate, sincere, and attractive. Pleasant. Not bad, not bad. Hi, Mel. Kristen, been feeling super blue lately. Will this pass? It'll pass. It will. Let's see what the cards say. Yeah, I think it's going to pass pretty quick, too. Like, maybe within the next week or so, you'll be feeling better. I totally understand. I totally get it. Life is a shit show. This isn't what it was all cracked up to be. Mariana, general for the weekend. Areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant may now start to move forward. You have money coming in, finances could be improving. Maybe spending time with a Taurus or a Virgo. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. You also could be planning travel. Elizabeth, what do you see happening with Carlos? As far as what is concerned, I need something a little bit more specific.
When you say something, what I should make or buy.
Oh, Kristen, feel better. You're going to feel better.
Mom,
it's going to pass.
Mom,
It's going to pass.
Mom, can you make this? Watch the whole thing.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we can make that.
But I want to watch how you make it. Especially watch it.
I see. I'm watching. I've seen this before. You showed this to me before.
Yeah, but you, I don't remember showing you.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, the ladybug.
And they put those on there and made the old squishy of it. So can you please make it?
Elizabeth, are you asking what's going to happen between you and him in love? Is that what the question is?
So, Mom.
All right, Avery,
I
I see, but I can't look at it right now.
Also about what stuff.
I see. Okay, I will get that.
I just have to make it. So you have to buy those.
As far as love is concerned, I don't see a whole lot of love here. The way it reads is that things may be out of balance with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. There may be, I don't know what kind of a relationship this has been, but it may be something that's been off and on or back and forth or something from the past. I don't see all that much moving forward. So it could be the kind of thing, if you have nothing going on in the moment right now, you may decide to go back for a while, but there's nothing that's really growing, changing, or transforming around that situation. So if this is an old situation, you would just be going right back to the same old situation. It's not new. It's like nothing has changed. And you may feel like it's stuck or stagnant, or there may be like the same old argument keeps arising. Think about whether or not you really want to move backwards if this is somebody from the past. Because it reads like someone who's been around the situation or things have been disappointing. But if there's nothing going on right now, you may be looking to go back. But as far as going back is concerned, you would just be going back to the same old thing. Cinnamon, why is Devin always so flaky with me through Messenger? For weeks we've been planning things and then he ghosts me. He just did it today, asking me earlier, did I have plans? And when I called him out on, he makes excuses. What's his deal? This is just who he is. So he probably does this to everybody in his life. He's kind of doesn't commit to things. He's half in, half out. And as far as ghosting, I don't see him disappearing. I mean, he's still around the picture. But you may not be able to make plans with him in advance. He may be kind of like a fly by the seat of your pants kind of person. Like on a whim, he'll call you up and ask you to do something. But making plans in advance, he just might not show up. That's just maybe how he operates. He shows us a little bit disappointing, but yeah, and he's going to make excuses because what is he going to say? I'm an asshole? Like, you know what I mean? It's just something to... It's like you know what you know about him. You know he's like this. He's not going to change. So it's up to you as to whether or not you want to continue with the situation. That's annoying. Lily, Jesse and I are talking again. He said that he's distant because of how I talk about other guys. And he isn't an option. He thinks that I'm too good for him. Is that insecurity on his part? I don't believe that. I think he's telling you that he thinks that you're too good for him. I think that he's distant because he's half in, half out, and he's not committing to the situation, and he's kind of blaming you for it. I don't like that. I don't like that. Because he's not taking responsibility for what happened. And what happened was, the way it reads, things were going really well. Something happened that made him kind of lose interest, or he lost interest, and now nothing may be going on around his life, and he's looking to hang out again. But instead of just taking responsibility for it and saying, okay, I was an asshole, he's blaming you. Oh, you're too good for me. He doesn't believe that. Like, nobody believes that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't believe that we can't be with someone. You guys have already been together. Like, he's already been around the situation. Why would you even be talking to him if you didn't think he was good enough? Yeah, I don't like that. He's making cheap excuses. Yeah. I would call him out on that. I think I'm up to Shonda, me, and Sagittarius. Things are okay. It's a little slow. Things may be a little bit out of balance, but you may see an improvement as far as communication is concerned and spending time together in the month of June, or between now and, like, say, the end of the summer. It's a little bit hit or miss, or kind of like sporadic at best right now, but expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Aries Sun for the next 24 hours. Aries Sun for the next 24 hours. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could be spending time with the Libra. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Money comes in, finances improve. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. Not bad, not bad. Dee Dee for today. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Maybe paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Peach, General. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You may be spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Bless you. Avery, it's too loud. It's too loud. Susie, me and T, the Capricorn for next week. Avery, lower it. Communications coming in or picking up, and you may be seeing each other next week, or within maybe like the next 10 days or so. Not bad. Not bad. T-Vet for the weekend. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, making decisions that push life forward towards greener pastures, and you're ready for it. Don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around both personal and professional relationships Empress could be bringing in love and money or more of it, and life may change for you for the better quickly this weekend. Dakota, General. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and you may be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. You're not looking back on the past. Teamwork is favored, and you may be planning travel. Devin, love. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and life is moving forward. So if you're not with anyone right now, it's probably new energy coming in. A new journey begins, and you're ready for it. Could be with a Libra or a Gemini. Happiness comes in around a love offer sometime either later this month or early July. Solution to a problem is in front of you, and your next relationship could have long-term potential around it if that's something that you're interested in. Learning to breathe. What can I expect next in my love life? Slow and steady wins the race, but with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. If you're currently in a relationship, it should be well functioning, but slow to move forward. If you're not with anyone, you may have an air sign coming in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Beautiful one, finances. Slow and steady wins the race, but success comes in around life moving forward towards greener pastures. You have money coming in. It may be slow, like there's improvement, but the improvement is slow. So the big picture of finances are improving day to day, and maybe a little bit touch and go. You do have a new job or business opportunity here that could be bringing in some extra cash. Susie for the weekend. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may have choices and options around social activity. Listen to your intuition. New beginnings around the horizon. You've got the world at your feet. Mimi, Virgo, Junior and I have reconciled. We're both working on the relationship. What can I expect from our relationship? So the way that this relationship reads, it reads as if it's a cycle that goes around and around. So it may be really good right now, and then there could be a falling out or a disconnect, a period of time where you're not speaking, and then it comes back around again, where somebody does something, reaches out, makes a promise, and then the reconciliation process starts again, and it goes around and around. So wherever you guys are in the relationship right now, I would say, be careful. I would be careful with this situation, because it looks like, trust your intuition. If something is not sitting right with you, you're probably right, because it shows that there's deceit around this situation. I would just be careful, especially if this is somebody who's been back and forth 20 times. It may cycle around again. Cinnamon, love for me. Currently anyone interesting for me romantically. Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities that lead you towards a long-term relationship that could be quite successful. You may also have a Leo and a Scorpio coming in aside from that first fire sign. Choices and options could lead you to success. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Queen City, love for tomorrow. Love for tomorrow. May hear from somebody that you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Now, if you have plans for tomorrow, those plans will they'll go as planned. If you don't have plans for tomorrow, there's not much changing, so there's probably not much happening tomorrow. Listen to your intuition, and expressing your wants and needs around love could be helpful. You may have a Cancer around tomorrow. Summer, could I have a reading around me and JP Sagittarius? Disappointments heal and move into the past, and communication may come in or pick up. You should be spending time together soon, but if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready and explore your options. Listen to your intuition. Things look a little out of balance because Six of Pentacles is in reverse, but things are okay. They're not terrible. They're okay. Natasha, what does my boss think of my job performance this far? So far, so good. May find you to be a team player, somebody that's put in a lot of hard work, somebody who's perseverant and has potential to move forward. Pretty good, pretty good. Angeles, will Susan from the hospital choose me for an interview, or do I need to do some work on her? I don't think you need to do any work on her. I think that I think you're gonna get an interview. Sharon, I gave the bus driver my number. Did he change his route because of me? He didn't call either. You still could hear from him. No, he didn't change his route because of you. No, I don't think that he can. Like, I don't think that's up to him. But you still may hear from him. Maybe you just haven't heard from him yet. Dorella, what are TL's feelings and intentions towards me? I don't see any specific intentions here. As a matter of fact, this person seems like they're kind of slow or a little stagnant, maybe even a little disconnected, and that could make you feel a little anxious. But this person does think highly of you. It may find you to be somebody who's smart, intelligent, compassionate, sincere, a loyal friend. Bella, how will my new side hustle go since 2 of my fake friends are copying my idea? You're going to be fine. Stepping into your strength, life is moving forward. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and the hard work you put in pays off. They can copy all they want, but they're not you. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the way when somebody copies, like if they're intentionally copying you to try to better themselves, it kind of comes off like a cheap knockoff. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, it's not authentic. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. No. You cannot come in here with it. No. Without it on, if you don't want it on, you can sit right there. But I can't have that loud music in here.
But it's on my wall.
Okay, then sit right there. Curious how they're going to go since they're a bunch of gold diggers.
I want to get, so I'm going to leave.
Okay. You don't have to leave far. You could just sit right out there, but just far enough so I don't have the music in here. Yeah, they're going to cut. Yeah, it doesn't. They could do okay, or they could get some work. But, you know, it's like you can't fake authenticity. Just like you can't fake energy. So if they're copying somebody, I mean, like, I don't know exactly what the circumstance is, but it comes off like a cheap knockoff. It doesn't come off as someone who's authentically doing whatever it is that needs to be done. It comes off like a cheap fake. So they may do okay, but they're not going to have like returning clients, or they're not going to have like, they're going to get like cheap people. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to call in what they are. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it. Alessandra, is Esteban just not a good texter? It kind of makes me wonder a little if maybe I'm just a hookup. But we go on small trips and go out to eat, so it's not always just sex. We barely talk through the week. You're not in a committed relationship with him? If you're not in a committed relationship with him, yeah, I don't see commitment here. If you're not in a committed relationship with someone and you're sleeping with them, it's going to be a hookup. It's very, very, very hard to cultivate a relationship once you've been hooking up with someone, because you need to have romance and dating before you have sex and marriage. Like, you don't walk out of the house and marry the guy next door. You could date the guy next door, but if you don't date him, you're not going to know if you want to marry him. So if you're having sex with somebody and thinking that you're going to cultivate a relationship that way, it's not going to work that way. It's just going to continue to be a hookup, which might make you feel disappointed. That may be why you're not talking during the week, because it's become a hookup. See, that's the thing with these situations. Once, and it doesn't even make a difference. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation. It could be any situation. If you've established a pattern with someone, you can't break that pattern. It just, the other person knows who you are. So it's very hard to change that. Like, if I'm a people pleaser, people know that they can get me to do what they want. It's hard for me to make the person that already knows me not let them take advantage of me. Like, it takes a lot for me to change that. But somebody that doesn't know me, doesn't know that I'm a people pleaser, isn't going to expect me to do what they want. And once you've established that energy, it's very hard to break it. So yeah, it's gonna probably just continue to be a hookup. $555 for the next 48. For the next 48. For the next 48. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. A wish comes true. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Money comes in, or money may be coming in sometime between now and the end of July. Like, maybe like within the next 6 weeks. Felicity, general for July. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and a disappointment heals and moves into the past. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Maybe planning travel. You also may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. There's real PDAs down there, and really, I'm surprised, Kristen. I would think that that would be much different than here. I guess it's wherever you go, it doesn't matter.
I really love you, and
Oh, wait a minute. Don't start off with "I really love you." What do you want? I do not want to be manipulated. What do you want?
I just want to say I love you.
No. What do you want? You have to go to the bathroom? Okay, so then that's what you come in here and ask. Do not try to manipulate me. You understand?
Mom,
Give that "I love you" bullshit.
but it's okay if you stab me.
Go to the bathroom. What did I tell you about doing that? Don't try to butter me up just because you want something. You'll leave this one coming in here with that bullshit? You don't love me. You want me to take you to the bathroom? Why is it dark in here?
Why do you take that all the time?
Because this lamp is stupid. What happened? Why is it so dark? Step on that one so that one turns on. It's got dark in here.
It's not doing anything.
It'll come back on.
Why is it not doing anything?
I don't.
Nothing.
Avery, it's fine. It's fine. It's light enough in here.
What fun.
Tiffany, general. You have a wish that comes true, and you may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. You may also be working on a new side business, side project, side hustle. Now, they could be the same thing, or they may be two different things. You have happiness coming in around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with a Gemini or an Aquarius, maybe even a Cancer. You could be planning travel. Liz, love general. Explore your options when it comes to love. Get choices and options that lead you to success and also long-term commitment. But it's like the way this reads is like you may have choices and options, and somebody may surprise you. Like there may be somebody who you think, oh, I don't like him, or I'm just not into that. And then all of a sudden something changes. So I would say, like, stay open-minded when it comes to exploring your options. You've got a Gemini, an Aries, and a Libra, and maybe a Cancer coming in as well. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. I did those. Oh my goodness, where are we? Michelle, general for this month. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and you could be spending time with a Taurus. Maybe feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead to success around work, school, or business. You may reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while, and feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Oh my God, I have 2 half-opened seltzers. I'm the Virgo. Is OS Sagittarius thinking of reaching out or wants me to? I don't see them contemplating anything right now, and I don't see communication coming in. So if you want to speak to them, I would reach out to them rather than waiting, especially if it's been a while. Macy, can I have a general for the weekend? General for the weekend. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and new beginnings are on the horizon that could lead to success around work, school, or business. Perseverance pays off. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Maybe spending time with a Leo. Could be spending time with a Libra. Not bad. Not bad. Girl, wake up. Why did Terry and Donna have Raven's back during the meeting today, knowing Raven's been treating the kids so badly? May feel sorry for her. I mean, that's kind of a bizarre thing. Okay, they may feel sorry for her on one hand, they also may be a little afraid of her on the other hand. Or they may be a little intimidated. Lucinda for the next 2 weeks. Lucinda for the next 2 weeks. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and you could have some money coming in. Maybe planning travel, feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with a Gemini or a Libra. Life comes into balance and life begins to move forward. AM, does anyone have a crush on me lately? Could be a Sagittarius or a Pisces. Lima, was the old man from today really waiting for his transportation, or was he a bit disorientated? Could have been a little bit of both, but I do think he was waiting on the transportation. KK, what's the possibility me passing my exam next week? The results will be out in July. You got a good shot. Yeah, better than a 70% chance you're going to pass. So let's see what happens. Taylor, love reading for next week, single and dating. Explore your options leads to success. Exploring your options could lead you to a committed relationship. Now, you may not start the committed relationship next week. The person may be around the picture or maybe on their way in. Could be water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Don't look back on the past. It's not somebody from the past. Life is moving forward. You also may have a Capricorn or a Gemini coming in. Exploring your options leads to success, but leave people, places, and things that no longer serve you in the past. D for the weekend. For the weekend. You may be feeling like taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You also may be spending time with a Virgo or Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Perseverance pays off on whatever that you are putting your time and effort into. Like if you, whatever it is that you do this weekend, like the hard work you put in pays off. But definitely take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Helps to ease anxiety, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. Zara, love reading from now until the end of July. Exploring your options leads to success around love, but be careful that you don't find yourself in a third-party situation. Third-party situation could lead to disappointment and heartache, but also be out of balance. Exploring options that lead to success, make sure that whoever the person is, they're single, and there's no backwards and forwards with somebody in their past. You've got a Gemini, a Libra, and a Leo here. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. Tanya for the next 5. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. You have a wish that comes true. You could be planning travel. You're no longer holding yourself back. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan may make you feel relieved. This Leo keeps showing up around you. I don't know who this is, but there may be a Leo coming in. Now, if there's no Leo around, it also could be that a current relationship is strengthening. Just keep that in mind. You got luck changing for the better quickly, and you'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Tanya, finally talked with Edward. I hope he understands where I'm coming from about the bullshit. I called him out on the ex-girlfriend bullshit too. All of a sudden, she's history. I think he knows I'm pissed. Yeah, and I think the ex-girlfriend was bullshit to begin with. He does know that you're pissed. He does not want to lose this connection. He knows that you're upset. He's going to take some time now and think about what he did. Doesn't mean that you're not going to hear from him, but he just may take some time to like think about what it is that he did. You know, it's just so interesting to me. Once again, somebody preaching about God and then treating somebody like shit. You know, I just can't. It drives me nuts. But I think that you made yourself clear. I think he understood, and I think you should see an improvement because there's relief around it. But it's good that the hermit showed up because he needs to think about what it is he's doing. T-Vet for finances. You've got old wounds healing and moving into the past, disappointments healing and moving into the past, and although it may be slow and steady wins the race, you have finances improving. Paying off a bill of debt may make you feel relief, and adding a new stream of income or an increase in income makes you feel relief and life moves forward. Gabs, how does Spencer truly feel about me or see me? May find you to be somebody who is hardworking, down to earth, strong, confident, independent, and successful. Samantha for this weekend. Samantha for this weekend. Cause for celebration comes in when you set boundaries. Disappointment heals and moves into the past, and so does anxiety. You could have money coming in or finances may be improving. Cause for celebration comes in around life moving forward. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, and you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. Daniela, could I get a general love rating for the month? Slow and steady wins the race. If you're currently in a relationship, it should be stable but slow to move forward, but there's happiness and contentment around it. If you're not with anyone, you may have a Virgo coming in or water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. There's happiness coming in, but things are a little slow. M, does anyone have a crush on me? Could be an Aries. Oh, welcome, Daniela. Welcome, welcome. Brenda, general for tonight and tomorrow. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. A wish comes true. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Your luck changes for the better quickly, and you may be feeling like ready for life to move forward. Life's moving forward, and you're ready for it. Amanda, do you have a specific question or you just want something general? Shreya, did my cousin give my Auntie Sharon $350 for the Orlando trip? I don't think she did. Her intentions may be to do so, but I don't know that she actually did it yet. Tanya, love coming in. Life comes into balance. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Maybe spending time with that Capricorn. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and you'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You also could be planning travel. Perseverance pays off around love and can lead you to a successful, well-balanced, committed relationship that functions very well. Let's see what happens. Oh, Nat did one for Tanya. Thank you, thank you. Jasmine, love for this month. Disconnect from, walk away from, leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serves you. Anything that's old, stale, stagnant, it can only hold you back. It's not pushing things forward. So that may be the first thing. Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and then life can move forward. This month looks relatively slow as far as love is concerned. If you're with someone, your current relationship would be like slow and steady wins the race, but well functioning. If you're not with anyone, there's probably not all that much that's changing significantly. Although you could have new energy coming in sometime this summer. And that may be new energy that may be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Old wounds heal and move into the past with new beginnings on the horizon could lead you to success. Scorpio comes up very strong around you, and then there also could be possibly an Aries. I can't swear it's going to be this month though. Red, 2 weeks in general. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Money comes in, finances improve. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Perseverance pays off. Not bad. Gabs, can I ask if Spencer wants to be friends or lovers with me? I don't see any specific intentions either way as of right now. They show as just kind of neutral. Like, I don't know how you know him. If this is like a co-worker relationship, I don't think he's really thought much beyond that as of right now. Or if it's just an acquaintance, I don't think he's thought too much about anything else as of right now. Bernard. Oh, I'm okay. I hope you're okay too. Yeah, the weekends around here are very busy. I hope you have a good weekend too. Kiss, general. You have a wish that comes true around having choices and options around social activity. Maybe spending time with a Virgo or a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and success is coming in around work, school, or business. A wish comes true. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. Don't be afraid to set boundaries, especially if you feel as if someone is overstepping. Bernard, a general reading for me. I've been thinking about, is there a person, a female? You could have a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and life could change you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition and explore your options. New beginnings are on the horizon. Lay down the law, set boundaries, and don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around love. You also may have a Libra coming in. Amanda, no contact. When will Yomeki can kind date? Contact me. We broke up. I don't see communication coming in on the horizon. Things look stagnant. If you want to speak to him, my suggestion would be to reach out to him, because I don't see communication here, so it could take some time. Tanya, energy around the assessor's office, tax collector situation. I turned in more paperwork today. You know, it may be a pain in the ass, but I don't think that you're going to end up having to pay it. I think that you're going to have success. But it might be a pain in the ass. It may be like paperwork and bullshit and going back and forth a few times, but I don't think that you're going to end up having to pay it. Or at the very least, you're not going to have to pay it in full. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe you have to pay a piece of it, but you've got success coming in around it. Aurelia, I'm reading it now.
What's that? Teeny tiny parts of destruction and suffering. Wait a second. Did you guys have something to do with the doctor's
He does think highly of you. Finds you to be smart, intelligent, has a lot of respect for you, finds you to be strong, confident, independent, and hardworking. You know, I hate to say this, but I feel almost like he kind of pities her. Is she like not that great? Like it's almost like he feels bad for her. Like he feels like he has to do that because maybe she's just not that great, you know? I think he feels sorry for her. You may see an improvement in the middle of June. Feeling ambitious and you're no longer holding yourself back. You may be very busy. You'll be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Happiness comes in when you're feeling better compensated, better respected. Life comes into balance. Something may change around this whole situation. I don't know exactly how it's going to play out, but something may happen that either you find out why he does what he does, or something gets exposed, or something shifts by the middle of this month, or even between the middle of the month and the end of the month, and you'll be feeling better about the whole situation. Yeah, she's pathetic. I hate to say that, that's a mean word, but it's pathetic. You know, like you shouldn't, like this is your job. Like you should, like, why do you need to have your belly scratched? You know, it's, yeah. Anyway. I don't think that anybody really thinks she's so great, so I wouldn't worry about it. Doll face for the weekend. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. Life comes into balance. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and a disappointment heals and moves into the past. Oh, thank you, Bernard. Thank you, thank you. Susie, general love reading. Don't be afraid to explore your options when it comes to love. You've got fire here, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you have Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. But don't be afraid to set boundaries or speak your mind. And it could lead you to finding like a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship sometime this summer if you're not currently in a committed relationship. Michelle, energy around my current job. Will it end soon? I don't see the job ending soon. The energy looks like slow and stagnant, so I'm not sure what that means. If this is like a contract job or something like that it would be ending soon. It may not be ending immediately. No, it may be slow to end. Tanya, why did Edward throw in the mix about the ex wants him back? I think he was shy. Go for it. I wish you both well. Maybe the second time around it'll work. Don't let me stop you. Because it backfired on him. So it's like, you know, everybody wants to fucking make somebody jealous. Oh, so-and-so wants me. This one wants me. No one fucking wants you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't work. So it's like, if she really wanted him back, he would just go back. He wouldn't tell you that. Like, if she really wanted and he really was going to go back with her, he would just do it. That's what he would do. He wouldn't, you wouldn't tell somebody that you're currently dating that you're going to go back with your ex and, okay, have a good life. Like, first of all, 9 times out of 10, going back to the ex is not the right thing. It's not the right choice. It's the bad decision. But if you're going to do it, you just do it. It's the same. It's with everything. I've said it a million times. People that make threats, they're full of shit. It's when you do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to, I'm never going to speak to you again. Yeah, you are. You are. Because if you weren't going to speak to me again, you would just not call me. Like, you're full of shit. So it's like wanting to see, like, he knew that you were mad at him. He wanted you to feel like you were going to lose him. He wanted to see how you were going to react, and it didn't work. I think I told you guys about, this was years ago. I did this. I felt like such an asshole after, because it didn't, not only did it not work, but it was so fucking dumb. Like, it was so dumb because I had my phone in my hand, and it's not like nobody ever asked to see my phone. Like, nobody would ever think that I was two-timing them, because I'm not two-timing them, right? So they wouldn't feel that. But I guess, I don't know, I guess I felt like I wasn't, I don't know what I was feeling. I was feeling needy or something, whatever it was. So in my phone, I changed my friend, who was a girl, I changed her name to a guy's name, and I had her text me something that was like, oh, why don't you let me treat you right, or something really stupid. And it totally didn't work, because the phone went off, but it wasn't like he was like, let me see your phone. And then what was I gonna go? Oh, look what I got. Oh, imagine. It was so stupid. And then afterwards I felt really stupid. I was like, why did I do that? Yeah, I mean, whatever. But that's what it is. It's like you can't, it goes back to the same thing. You can't change energy. Like, you can't lie about energy. It just doesn't lie. Like, people lie, right? Like, but the energy of the situation is going to always be relatively the same. So if you're not, I mean, if you're feeling insecure and somebody does something that's sketchy, there's probably a reason why you're feeling insecure. And if you're not feeling insecure and they do something sketchy, you're probably not going to think anything of it, because they're not really doing anything wrong. You'd be like, why would you, like, you're just an asshole. Like, what he did, like, he was just an asshole. He's not with anyone else. If he was with someone else, he would have felt that, and it would have showed that. But if we're not seeing that, he's just stupid. Anyway, it did something like that years ago. I mean, why do we do things like that? But we did. I know. Anyway. Tanya, I told him it wasn't none of my business. Go back. And then all of a sudden he forgot about it. Of course. And I should too. I said, how can I forget about someone I don't even know? I mean, tried to make an ex jealous and pull my face. Oh my God. I mean, we're human. We do these things. It's okay. It's okay. But we learn from them. Like, I wouldn't, like, when I look back on some of the things that I've done, I'm like, I can't believe I did something so stupid. But that's how you learn. That's how you learn. I've gone back to that Aquarius, that was years ago, and that was horrible. And then my excuse for him was, well, he's young. He was young. We were like 10 years apart, maybe more. Maybe it was like 12 years. And I was older than him, and he was like really young, like at 18, and I was like 29. And my excuse was, he's young. He's gonna grow up. He did grow up, but when he grew up, he went with someone else. So when he grew up, he wasn't gonna be with me. But that was my lesson. Stop making excuses. Stop going back to him. And when I finally stopped going back to him, then my life changed. But if I would have kept going back with him, I would still be doing it today. So, yeah, that's how you learn. Anyway. Depression must be a drug den below me in an elderly building. Will it help if I move my bed to the living room out of the other bedroom? Yeah, if your bedroom is directly over them, I would move it. Let's see what the cards say. Yeah, I would move it because I think that's going to help. Nat, was DV saying the truth about his daughter got hurt in school and that's why he couldn't see me yesterday? It's a half truth. I think the kid may have gotten hurt, but I don't think he couldn't see you. It doesn't look like it was something that was that serious. I'm not convinced he's telling you the whole truth. Aisha, is Chris done with me? No, he still shows up as around you. Nicole, may I ask what Thomas's true intentions are for me this month? Doesn't really have specific intentions, although there is communication coming in or picking up. You may be spending time together, and expressing your wants and needs around the situation could be helpful. Alex, I feel I was pushed to move to San Antonio before I was ready, and almost want to move back to New Orleans, what the cards say. Give it time. Okay, so the moon is in reverse, which means something may get revealed, and life moves forward. Life moves forward towards greener pastures, but slowly and steady wins the race. Don't make any decisions just yet. Give it a chance, because I think it's like feeling unsettled, unstable, being in a new place. It's unfamiliar, but I think if you give it a little bit of time, you may settle in. If you're there a good couple of months and you're still feeling the same, then I would say reconsider moving back. But right now, like, give it time. I don't know how long you've been there, but cards suggest give it a little bit more time. Wait, don't make any decisions just yet. I know I had a friend who moved. Well, I had my friend's friend did it twice, I believe, and then my friend moved out to California, and then she came back. But they were both. I'm going to say they were. I think my friend was gone for about 3 months. Her friend said maybe the same thing. They weren't. It was a good couple of months. Nat, general for July. You've got good news coming in around work, school, or business, and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Something may happen that makes you happy, and a disappointment heals and moves into the past. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Lay set boundaries that'll serve you well. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. The living room, Prussian, is the living room is like further, like if the living room is forward and the 2 bedrooms are near one another, I would take it to the place that's furthest away from those people. But especially if they're beneath you, like you don't want to be sleeping right on top of them. So the furthest place, which I think is the living room. Alpha for the weekend. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and you may be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Don't be afraid to set boundaries, especially if you feel like someone is overstepping. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success, and you could have money coming in. Maybe not this weekend, but maybe this month. Tanya, I was mean but nice. He said she's been baptized. I said she's clean and wants you back. Perfect couple. She's working hard. Her soul is pure. I knew he was mad. But I mean, that's the whole thing. I cannot get down with God people, right? I don't care what the religion is. You're going to throw God at me, and then you're going to treat me and everybody else like shit. Don't come at me with this she was baptized nonsense. Have a good life. Because I can't. Like, to me, I don't care what religion it is, but to me, it's how you treat people. It's how you treat animals. It's not that you're going to be a fucking douchebag to me and then tell me about God. Like, I can't. I just can't. It makes me crazy. It makes me crazy. And what? So she's been baptized. So what? Now this is what you got. Meanwhile, how are you treating people around you? I mean, this is what we know that this is bullshit. But I'm just saying, like, what's he trying to say? That like, oh, she's of a higher level than somebody that maybe wasn't baptized? That's what I got to say because I don't believe this. Like, to me, it's like, no matter what the religion is that you believe in, if you're believing in God, shouldn't you be treating people with respect? Because we're all God's people, right? We're even the animals. God created the animals. How can we be mean to animals? So don't come at me with that. It makes me a little nuts. Is there anyone else here I haven't answered for yet? Avery, you still awake? I do think that they're going to leave because I think something's going to happen this summer that may involve the police. Like, there's going to be trouble down there. And it may be other people are complaining. Who knows how it... I don't know how it's going to go down, but they're not going to be there forever. No. Devaya for the weekend. Success comes in around having choices and options. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Don't be afraid to set boundaries or express your wants and needs around whatever it is that's going on this weekend. And old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relieved. Tanya, all I can think of is thank goodness I have options because you really turned me off. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. All about Maine. Weekend love. Weekend love. Success could be coming in around love moving forward, having choices and options, and a new beginning. You have a couple of people here. You have a Capricorn. You have a Taurus. You have an Aries, and maybe a Scorpio coming in. A wish comes true. Explore your options. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Explore your options, and if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Yes, Lima, I did them. The ones from last week. I did ones on Thursday for money, and I did love on Friday. Was it last week? Oh, was it yeah, it was last week. Yeah, I did it. I didn't put up pictures. If I didn't, I have pictures. I'll put them up when I put up the pictures from the ones I do tonight. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Thank you, depression? Mel for the weekend. Mel for the weekend. Oh, you're welcome. You have a wish that comes true this weekend. Life is moving forward and you're ready for it. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Something nice could happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, entertaining at home, whatever it is, it would be positive. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Don't be afraid to lay down the law and set boundaries if you feel like someone's overstepping. Adonis, money for the near future. You know, there should be an improvement this summer. So if you've been feeling like things have been kind of out of balance with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Pentacles is coming in upright, and then Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. With the Chariot, things could be moving forward around finances improving, and it may have something to do with the side business, side project, side hustle. So if you're investing time in something on the side, you'll be successful. If it's not successful immediately, don't get nervous about it. LA, do you see me meeting people at my new gym this month? Love especially. I don't see anything of super significance happening between now and the end of June around the gym. You could make like acquaintances, but I don't see anything that's super significant happening that fast. Cosmic, do you see Keith completely disconnecting from me? I messaged him yesterday. It seems like he's in a serious relationship with someone based on what he said about deleting socials due to drama. Well, as of right now, he does look disconnected. I don't specifically see him as being in a relationship, but it does show that the situation is out of balance between the two of you. So if he told you that he deleted, that this is something that he said to you, I would say, I think the best thing to do is to just stop contacting him. Let him contact you if he does, but the situation is out of balance, and keeping him around is just keeping you in this situation of still being attached to him. So it's not really serving your highest. Like he is disconnected, but he's been disconnected. I don't know how you got involved with this guy, but it always has been like a source of like disappointment. So I don't know what it is that you're looking to. Like, I don't know why you keep reaching out to him. Like, what is it that you want from the situation? Because it keeps making you be disappointed. Like, you keep getting disappointed. Prussian, you could do that. You could do the, you know, the one where you put it in the sock. Well, I put it in a sock, a black sock. I have it on my channel. You put it with pepper, and you fold the paper away from you, and then you put it in like a jar, and then you put it in like a sock or a dark cloth, and then hide it somewhere dark and get rid of them. It won't hurt anybody. It will just redirect them somewhere else. Get them out of here. Lima. Both assistants tried to be the boss in charge. Why? Because it's their ego. Their egos are getting in the way. Everybody thinks they're more important than they actually are. Yep. Yeah, it's an ego thing. Davey, general for the next 3 weeks. Stagnant life is moving forward. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Anxiety eases and success comes in around work, school, or business. Cosmic, time frame of getting a second interview at GS for the marketing admin job. Maybe like within the next 2 weeks. It's pretty quick, I think. Lima, I can tell because they get upset when I put up boundaries. Good, because they have an ego problem. That's what it is. The ego makes people do twisted things. Thing is that a lot of people are not self-aware, like they don't know. You know, like Avery, right? When she came in here with that, I love you. I just want to tell you. No, you don't. You want me to take you to the bathroom. Just tell me that. Like, you're going to come in here and manipulate me. But if I let her get away with that, she'll use that for her whole life. She'll just start manipulating people. She'll tell them what they want to hear so she gets what she wants. That's manipulation. And I got to call her out on that. But she doesn't know that because she's not self-aware. Somebody's got to point it out. But people don't like being called out on their shit. I know, people don't like to be called out on their shit, but that's what it is. So, like, the ego is a very strong thing, but people don't realize that. Like, if you're in a situation and you can say to yourself, am I acting from an ego place, or is this in my best interest? You know how we always talk about, like, the woman that gets cheated on? She's not willing to give up that man because her ego wants him to not be with the other woman. Not because she loves him, not because he loves her, not because she feels like she won. What did you win? A cheater? Like, he's been fucking on you. You want him? You want to tell people that he's in love with you, you're going to work it out? You're full of shit. Nobody believes that. Nobody believes it. But that's your ego. And your ego is not going to let somebody else have him. But God help me, most of the time, if the man is cheating, like, he's made a decision to do something else, right? Nobody else, you know, not to say that women can't come on to men. Yes, they can. But he made the choice. He was in the committed relationship, but he chose to do something else. So what is that? Why would you still want him, right? But they don't want the other person to win. Like, my friend's friend married the guy. They weren't married very long there. I think they were only married about 6 months, she said. But she thought, I mean, they were very young, like it was right out of high school. She thought, well, if he marries me, then this behavior is going to stop. As if, like, the fucking marriage was going to give him ethics. You know, like, he that was who he was. Now, could he have grown up? Possibly. But her ego couldn't let him. Like, to her, if he was going to marry her, then she was better. She was the best. But it wasn't true. And look at what her ego made her do. Made a big mess. Anyway. Tanya, curious to know, what did Edward expect my reaction to be? Chase him down and say, don't leave me? Not to that extent, but yeah. Like, I think that he thought that he was going to see you, or he was hoping to see you be upset and say something like, you know, well, I thought we had something, or we were good together, or, you know. Yeah, he wasn't expecting that. But he should have expected that because he was lying. So you're not going to get what you want through manipulation. If it was legit, then it may have been something different. You may have felt differently, but if it's not, you know, it's not legit. He's full of shit. So, yeah. He was hoping that you were going to argue with him or put up a fight. Yeah, okay. Cosmic, I believe there are 2 to 3 other candidates going in for a second interview as well for marketing. Out of the other candidates, do I have a high chance over them to get the job offer? You still have a good shot. You have about a 70% chance yes. So let's see what happens. Susie, my ex cheated on me and then stayed with the girl, but then I found out from a mutual friend that he cheated. Of course, because that's where he was in his life. I mean, I hate to say things like once a cheater, always a cheater, because I think that people can grow up, right? Like, I can understand it, like young guys, sometimes I feel like maybe they go through that, but once they've healed and they've matured, like maybe they won't be like that. I just don't like to like totally label somebody because I feel like people are different. But yeah, a lot of times, yeah, it's like the story. Remember that story I told you? I was really young at the time. This was like my first boyfriend, and we worked together at the grocery store, and he had a reputation of like being like totally in love with somebody for like 5 minutes and then like getting bored with them and then on to the next. And he had already dated somebody else that worked at the store with us, but it was a while that things didn't work out with them. So I kind of felt like when he was like things were moving forward with him and I didn't feel like it was like I felt like enough time had passed. He actually wasn't even working at the store anymore. But I thought I was going to be different. I really did. I thought, oh no, it didn't work out with them, but it'll be different because it's me. Like, oh, he really likes me. Yeah, okay. He did the exact same thing to me. Like he ghosted me before ghosting was even a thing. It wasn't even a thing, and it's like I spoke to him. He's like, okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and that was it. Never heard from him again. But then he resurfaced like normal ghosters do, and he did it to me again, and we did that for a while. Brenda, love for tonight and tomorrow. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Slow and steady wins the race. I don't see all that much changing between today and tomorrow. So if you have plans, your plans are probably going to go off like the way you plan them to. If you don't have any plans, there's probably not all that much happening aside from communication. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Expressing your wants and needs may be helpful. But it looks like not all that much is changing. Susie, the other girls seem to think they would never do it to her. Yeah, was exactly me. Maybe it was me. Giddy stat, will I get another job interview with Amazon? Yeah, you could get that job too. You have a good shot. Life comes into balance, feeling better compensated, better respected around new job opportunities. And how will tomorrow night DJing go? Should go well. Feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business with choices and options that could lead to more. Happiness. It should go well. Pallavi, love. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Listen to your intuition. With the Empress, you've got love and money coming in. Could be spending time with a Scorpio or Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. A well-balanced, well-functioning relationship that brings in happiness and longevity is coming in. Not bad. Not bad. Dr. Sony, general for me. Success comes in around work, school, or business, and you could be spending time with the Pisces. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. You may be planning travel. Money comes in and finances improve. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Ruchi, next in love. Cause for celebration comes in when you explore your options around love. You have a couple of people here. You have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but Scorpio and Cancer come up the strongest. And then you also have a wish come true with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Slow and steady wins the race, but life moves forward towards greener pastures, so it's probably new energy coming in, not old energy returning. AA, will Asher contact me this week? X, but I did contact him a few days back. I'm not convinced. I don't see communication coming in strong for this week. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Can't chan money. Steady wins the race, but paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relief. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Life comes into balance. You do have money coming in. Money's coming in. Money should be okay. Oh, average. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? All right, then I will wrap it up. I'm going to go to sleep because look at how terrible I look. I'm exhausted. That class knocked me out. It did. Anyway, I'm telling you, with Edward and the intimacy issue, had the nerve. It's like he's not over here. I know. I know. Let me tell you something. These people got fucking nerve. They do. They got fucking nerve. I can't. I know. Did I get everybody? I think I did. Oh my God. You know what? He makes his bed. You know, you make your bed. That's what he gets. All right, I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you guys later. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.